Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. Last episode, we took out some of these Cyclops and had a conversation with Jahan, and also met Belagar again, who told us about a puzzle thing. We'll find that a little later, I think. For now, I think we want to advance on this abandoned shack. Hello, I'm glad you didn't hear us outside. Alright, you just want to fight? It's fine. You can do that. Are you wearing like a diving helmet thing? Big hands. Anyway, there we go. And boop, boop. Why is it only hitting 2?
Let's make sparks fly.
There we go. You're stunned. You're stunned. You're not. I don't think I have any attack spells left. Like that, but their range is pretty terrible. Here, go ahead and get you hasted then. Down you go. Boop. Hey, there's a level up. And you're not quite dead. Alright. So Jahan is going to get the kill here. Boop. There we go. Alright. So we got our level up. Let's see, another ability point. I really feel like Dexterity of 22 is pretty solid. I don't know that I need more of that. Constitution would be good, Speed, Perception. What is my initiative? 26. That would get me to 27. Also increase my crit chance. Speed would increase movement and initiative. Constitution would be my hit points. Intelligence would help with spells that I'm not really doing anything with. Offense and defense ratings would go up very slightly. I'll take speed, I think. Alright, I still have 11 points to spend there. So 24 intelligence feels pretty good. That would be defense rating by 2. 87 to 93. 187 to 193, not that big of a deal. More hit points could always be good. Speed would be more movement, but no more initiative. Perception would be crit chance, and no more initiative. What the heck? We'll take some more intelligence. I don't know what else to spend it on. Jahan cannot get you any more intelligence. Don't know why. So you're at 15. Maybe 15 is a max. Because Hanako technically just got to 15. And Elmandretta is actually, like, 11 on dexterity. So, like, yeah, I mean, I could technically get a lot higher. But I also don't really care. You can take some more Constitution. There we go. Medora could technically get more Strength. You got 12, so you're actually at 12. Sure. More Strength. Why not? 25% crit chance is pretty crazy. Alright, there we go. It's fine. Don't actually care that much at this point. I mean, like, we're I feel like we're kind of, overpowered as it is. We're gonna look at these a little bit later. There we go. Oh, that's blank. We can give that to Hanako. Actually, that was probably not the wisest decision. There we go. That's fine. Alright, what do we have in here? I just don't want something that I want down there at the end. I got some Revlon fries. Something I don't want something down there at the end that should be up in the middle. Mug of wine. Can I teleport in there? No. Alright. That is not a barrel that we can interact with then.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder.
Didn't mean to talk to you. I was actually trying to get to this. Pardon me, had to sneeze. There we go. Send that over to Medora. And some unidentified boots. Send that over to Medora as well. I kind of feel like I got started tossing grenades a little late. They'd have been pretty useful early on. And Medora, for some reason, is just really inaccurate with tossing them. And I don't know if that's normal or not. Painting of a woman. A skull. Painting of a woman. Empty mugs. Plates. Got a trophy on the wall that we have to go outside for. Okay. Jahan has something to say.
This is it, Hunter. I can smell it. I can feel it. The disease that is the demon. Balberith awaits us down below. But you don't know who I'm talking about, do you?
Oh,
Time is not on my side. But if you like, I can tell you all before we descend.
Please do.
After that, encase your soul in armor thicker than tenebrium. You'll need all your wits about you if you're to face this horror from the hells.
Okie dokie.
Daemon Daemonium. I'll find you yet.
Alright.
Yes. Let's get this over with.
So tell me, Jahan, did you accept the demon's terms?
I think you know the answer to that question, Hunter. And undoubtedly I have answers. I do, for they have demon blood. Their volatility is not my ultimate purpose. Suffice to say that I must confront my purpose. Or perish.
Pretty sure we talked
Lord,
about these.
what fools these mortals be. Irrational aversion as to the trigger. Cannot you make an educated... I am not from any place. I remember them well. Yes, I can see them still. For 1,000 reasons. And for one especial. The 1,001. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Their presence distorts all intrinsic
Many
harmony.
hours pass before Jahan stops enumerating his reasons.
Hunter, I could find you. Yes, let's get this over with. Once upon a time, I was a young king. I knew my life, and so I had. But then one day.
So is this just
Raka,
triggering,
oh,
like,
and how and yet,
getting
it
us
was
to
an
the
un-
point
but
that,
none of their it went like this.
like, letting
I
us
did
know that we could talk about
like
this?
mosquitoes in the. It had to be. I drew Hiraka. Never had I known. After such, it smiled. I think you know the answer to that question, Hunter.
Okay.
And so let the hunt.
I guess he isn't really going to tell us everything, because there are things that we still don't know. Knockdown arrow. A pearl. Some wheat. There's an oven. Stack of plates. There's some books. Can't reach. Oh, I guess we're not going to interact with that. Alright, there's the way down. Any other things to interact with here? Not really. Okay. Well, let's get a save. And down we go. Tales of Rothbarg the Barbarian. Strategic Summoning. Grab both of those. There is Shiera.
What is it then? Death is so obvious. Pain even more so.
You just keep talking.
Come,
It's
come,
fine.
Let's not be stubborn. Humiliation, rejection, forest fire.
Ride how you like. It will do you no service.
Just gonna look through our containers here. Looking for goodies. Ooh, honey.
Oh! It cannot possibly be Jehan? And so close to your expiration date. Ah! I thought for certain I'd have to chase you down in that great palace of yours and pull you out by your ponytail. How very precious of you to save me the trouble.
I thought he was kicked out of his castle.
I have wandered worlds for nearly 1,000 years in search of you, demon. And finally I have found you. 10 centuries have I spent honoring and hating the remembrance of Hiraka. Have I turned my hatred into the fuel that lit the fires of purpose. To track you down, undo my bond by wrenching the life from your mangled frame, and thereby freeing my hell-promised soul.
Now, Jahan, you know that you shouldn't hate.
You're gonna have to dumb it down for me, Your Highness. I deal in souls, not poetry.
Silence. I have made you the object of an age-long obsession, villain. I know more about your kind than all the scholars of the universe combined. I know why you remain so elusive once a deal has been made. For to kill you is to break the pact and leave me with your gift of life forever.
Yes, demon. True immortality shall be mine. Forget the cheap ploys of necromancy. Forget the dogmas of demonology.
You sound really creepy,
I have
Jahan.
discovered how to best you at your own game. I need but do the impossible to kill my ensnarer, and your spell will remain upon me forever like a spook that haunts my soul with welcome abandon. So yes, I know your tricks. I am immortal, beyond the decay of time. This 1,000-year limit is but artifice and of your making. Now I shall end you. End you before you can erase your machinations. One immortal shall taste of death, and another shall never know its torpid flavor.
I mean, you could still be killed, Jahan.
You're even smarter than I gave you credit for, O Fallen King. But before we do battle, let me have a word with your allies first.
For one such as you, only death will do. Face me, demon. Release your grip upon this realm. What are you doing with the forest spirit?
Isn't she exquisite? I've spent some time groping around in that great rocky head of hers, but her deepest fear still eludes me. No matter for now. These darling forest creatures are dear as fawns with their sweet little worries. Once I've sucked each one of them dry, I'll put all 10 fingers into Mrs. Spirit of the Forest here. Come on, sugar, just a little hint. Mayhem? Shame? Clowns?
Pickles?
Maybe she's just fussing since I got my hands on that little old runestone of hers. Is that it?
What do you know about the forest spirit's runestone?
Oh, that? Quite the hot object these days, isn't it? The woman in red just offered me quite the reward if I'd use it to open the Source Temple for her. You wouldn't happen to be after a similar sort of deal, would you? By the looks of you, I'm quite certain an arrangement could be reached. I've always been one for a deal, after all, and it just so happens there's something I'm quite sure you could do for me.
Oh, do tell.
Jahan, you seem to have grown quite chummy with the, what is it again? Source Hunter? How very fascinating. But what's that? Unless my senses deceive me, there's the faintest fear in you, Jahan. Fear that some harm should come to your little friends. Perhaps you can help keep us all quite safe by facilitating a little deal.
Careful, hunters. This worm has never offered a straight deal in all his 1,000 putrid lives. You'd do well to close your ears to whatever filth will soon pour from his mouth.
All right, I'll take it under advisement.
It seems, Jahan, that your friend have the strength of mind to stand against you regularly. No easy feat for most faced with an intellect like yours, old friend. I do believe beings of such fortitude might be able to help me indeed. Just the sort of party whose help I'd be so happy to have. For you see, I've a certain pebble in my shoe that I simply can't shake out all by my lonesome.
Do tell, do tell.
Ralzan Axaroth, one of my most ancient enemies, has been summoned alongside the very forest I've claimed. The woman in red intends him to guard the entrance to the Source Temple, but if I know the bloodthirsty beast, he's already set his eyes upon the creatures of this forest.
Hunters, you must listen to me carefully. For now, more than ever before, my words may determine the course of all our fates. This demon's deal may seem simple, but beneath the lure bobs a deadly hook, no doubt eager to catch you by the mouth. Deal not with Balberith, hunter. Do not repeat my mistake.
Now, Jahan, hush up. The adults are speaking. We need that runestone. What choice do we have but to deal with Balberith? I'll not risk our lives by dealing in demonry. Yeah, what choice do we have?
I'm certain we can handle whatever surprise this demon might have in store for us. Let's make the deal.
Ah, fantastic. I do so
I don't know
love
what we
the
got out of
advent
that.
of a new deal. Like beginning the first chapter of a brand new book, isn't it? And I do so look forward to finding Ralzan Axe-Aroth's carcass, a pile of ash, in the not-too-distant future. It's just facing that demon will be no easy feat, my newfound friends. Every link in your chain of attack must be as strong as iron, for a single weakness will spell swift defeat.
Alright, I think we got independent.
Our friend Jehan is far from the proud king he once was. Fear and desperation have made him weak and unfocused. Perhaps it would be better if I helped you to put a little punch back in our mutual friend. Here's what I'll do. Gone sorrow, gone pride, and gone memories. In their stead, strength. You're welcome, Source Hunter. I'll hold you to your promise then. Good luck with Ralzan Axe-Aroth. And if I might offer a bit of advice, keep that pretty little face of yours away from his claws.
Okay, I'm not exactly... Oh, wow, he got 2 level... He got a level out of that. A whole bunch of, Oh, he got reset. Oh, wow. He got a level and then got reset. Okay, that's weird.
Command me, master.
Okay. Can we still talk to you? Or have you gone?
Jehan and his pets return.
Okay. Well, that's not actually what I'm going to do. I actually kind of wanted to... I thought that we'd be handing Jehan over to him. Maybe I would have needed to do something else, or maybe I would have needed some other traits or something. I don't know. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see what happened. Supposedly, he would basically die and be replaced by one of the random people that you can hire. Which is not a big deal. So, since that's not going to be the case,
It will do you no service.
we'll just go fight him.
Oh! It cannot possibly be.
I have wandered world.
You're gonna
Alright,
have to dumb it
let's
down,
go
science.
through this again.
Yes,
You're even smarter than I gave you credit for, oh fallen king. Isn't she exquisite?
Forest
No matter
spirit,
for now. Maybe she's just
do-do-do.
fussing. Oh, that. I've always been one Jehan.
Careful, hunters.
It seems, Jehan, that just the sort of part. Ralzan Axe...
Hunters,
We'll find our way into the Source Temple without affiliating with his kind. No deal.
More's the pity, but I'd hardly compel a soul to enter a deal unwillingly.
Cautious.
As for those who've already signed a pact, though, well, a deal's a deal, isn't it? Perhaps I ought to ask you, Jehan. A deal's a deal, isn't it? and your 1,000 years are quite over, my
We're
friend.
good on that.
Your soul is mine.
Ah, here and now, maybe this is where we can do it. If Jahan made the deal, he must pay the price.
That's right. We'll miss him, but a deal is a deal, and Balberith has held up his end of the bargain.
Hunter,
Righteous.
I am deeply fallible. But I have spent the lifetimes of 20 men trying to undo my wrongs. Now, at the most critical juncture, you align against me. So be it. With a demon you stand, and with a demon you shall fall. Let that be my final endeavor.
There won't be time for all that, Your Grace. Hush now, and accept your new fate. This parasite of mine will caress your thoughts, find in them your deepest fear, and gently sing it for you for all eternity. Your fear will feed me, King Jahan, as you promised. As for your friends, let them have that runestone. Any who'd offer up their loyal companion to the likes of me deserves a little something for their trouble, don't you think?
Oh. Yeah. There he is.
Well, isn't this just thrilling?
Well, let's see what the dialogue is.
That's it. We've consigned a once mighty king, our ally, to live out eternity as a demon's plaything.
We ought to have done better by him. Deal or no, Jahan was our trusted friend. It was he, not we, who made a deal with that demon. Jahan sealed his fate 10 centuries ago.
All you are is gone.
And then Hanako has a choice. Any man with death's fingers at his throat might have done the same. Jahan deserved better than this. It is no pleasure to watch him suffer, but this was a matter between Jahan and Balberith. We had no right to interfere.
It was no pleasure to watch him suffer, but this was a matter between Jahan and Balberith. We had no right to interfere.
And that is blunt. Alright. Can I talk to Jahan? Nope. Now, we didn't get his stuff back. It is about time to end the episode, so let's just head back here and see what shows up there. This is we're not going with this. I'm not gonna, as much as I deeply dislike Jahan, I would not do this to someone. But I believe we get a random person here. Maybe not. Maybe we actually have to manually hire someone.
Back again, and not a moment too soon. Wait till you see the fine souls who've joined my ranks, or yours for the right. Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your old ones first. Never done.
Huh. Can I
Heard
ask you
any
back in the
good
party?
tales, my friend? What is your expression? This many is company, that many is a crowd?
Huh. So I actually can't. It feels like I got permanently. Maybe if
Ready
I
to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade? But
party for present.
what'll you...
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Back again, and not a moment. I thought you'd never.
Alright, so we get their classes. We're up to level 20 now, so we could hire anyone below that. It's a wizard. Knight. Cleric. Another knight. a Shadow Blade, another Shadow Blade, Ranger, and a Wizard. Plus 10 Intelligence, plus 5 Speed, 3 Witchcraft, 3 Pyrokinetic, 3 Hydrosophist, 3 Aerothurge, 3 Geomancer, 3 Sneaking, 2 Pickpocketing, 2 Lockpicking, 1 Lore Master. Various skills. Not really all that great, honestly. They do have little biographies, which is kind of interesting, but I actually thought that my information was that Jahan would be replaced. And that does not seem to be the case. Alright, well, I'm not keeping this, so...
And I thought you...
Can I hire 2 of them? Oh, witch. Do we have a high-level witch? We do not. Plus 5 witchcraft. Alessa and Maya Daemon. Wizard. Get 2 level 20s. Be curious how high level you could get them with a like going for you know, a low level person would be kind of interesting, but they would be just like they just get trashed absolutely. So this one has intelligence plus 7. This one has intelligence plus 4, and they're 4 levels higher. That is crazy. A bunch of other stuff. That one also has intelligence of 7. Well, it's plus 7, so I think that's plus beyond the base, so... Wow, no battle mages, actually. I mean, given that they have some information there, is it just the high-level ones? Maybe it's just the high-level ones. Yeah, it's just the level 20 ones, I guess. The others might be random. I don't know. I've never taken any, but I'd be kind of curious at some point to see, like, what you could end up with. They probably, like, I would definitely want to choose low-level ones, though, because, you know, you'd have more control over how they level up and stuff like that. But you have a... Alright, so some of the low-level ones do have some background. I don't know. That's interesting. Anyway, we're not going to. My fact did say that Jahan would be replaced, but I don't see that. And it feels like we just lose all of his stuff and everything at that point. So yeah, it's a really bad idea. It's a really bad idea. We're not actually going to roll with that. But it is about time for us to end the episode, so when we come back next time, we will not make a deal with the demon, we will not hand over Jahan, and we will see what happens if we actually fight the demon. But that will be for next time. See you then, everyone.